everybody, and welcome back to Gypsyfae Creations. Today's soap making video is inspired by fall. You know, my favorite time of the year. If you haven't learned that already. In previous videos, you'll know that I've made a PVC embed for a couple of my soaps. I've made a cucumber melon soap and I've made a summer moon soap. That summer moon soap did so well. It was so much fun to make. I thought maybe I'd do one for every single season by changing up the embeds or the scents or the colors. And today's a Harvest Moon Soap. I'm going to show you today how to make that PVC soap embed to look like a moon. Let's get started. So we start out with our oils that have been melted down and sat at room temperature, and our lye water solution that I've added some sodium lactate to. And we're just going to mix the two of those together. Hopefully I've got my math right on it this time, because last time I had too much soap for the embed, which was fine because I ended up using that extra soap for another embed in a different soap. Alright, got that to a light trace, and now we're going to divide this into three colors. I've picked out a copper and a Scarlet Sparkle, and this is from Nurture Soaps, and then I'm going to make the main batter white because it's the moon. It doesn't make a lot of soap when you're doing the moon embed, and it does take 2 days to complete this process just because you have to make the embed and then you have to go back and make the soap that the embed goes into. So it does take longer to make this soap. And for the white, I'm going to put in some titanium dioxide and some Snowflake Sparkle Mica from Brambleberry. I think I want to add a little bit more sparkle. And we're going to give that a whirl with the stick blender. I really like these colors. I thought they would be good like fall colors, like your rusty copper and your rusty red. And then the scent that I'm using today, which also inspired the color of the soap, is from Nature Gardens and Candles, called Fresh Fallen Leaves. I'm just going to split this up. Give that a mix with the spatula. I'm going to scrape down all the sides, make sure there's nothing sticking to the sides of the bowl and everything is incorporated. And then what I'm going to do is kind of like a in the pot swirl, and I'm just going to alternate colors here. This can take a minute. It can also make a lot of mess. And I'm going to take a chopstick and just kind of swirl those colors together and start pouring. And I've lined this PVC with parchment paper. You probably don't have to, but I feel better if I do. I think I just made it on the measuring. I might be a little under. I'll get it eventually. You know, practice makes perfect. I think by the time maybe spring comes around, I might have it right. And then we're just going to let this sit for 24 hours. And then I'll come back and make the base soap, and this will go inside of it. Okie doke, so I'm back for part 2. This is the moon soap in bed, holy moly, that has been sitting for 24 hours. This was the first part of the video. And now I'm going to make the second half, which is going to be the base or the sky of the soap. And this is probably the easier and less messy part of making this soap. So same thing, melted my oils down to room temperature and got my lye water sodium lactate solution that we're going to mix together. And give that a whirl. Alright, and to get the sky part that I'm looking for, I'm using the same as before in the summer moon soap is the activated charcoal. And the black onyx flare, because why not add some sparkle? And let's mix that together. I'm going to wipe down the sides here because this activated charcoal is super messy. It just gets everywhere. And then we're just going to add the fragrance and mix that up. Same fragrance as the first half is the fresh fallen leaves. I always like to mix my fragrances in with a spatula and not always with the stick blender, because some fragrances can accelerate. And if you, I guess for some reason they get more aggravated if you use a stick blender. So I like to do minimal mixing with this. I just wanted to get it all incorporated. And we can begin to pour into our mold. Now, I want to let the base of this set before I go and put the moon embed in, because it actually fits. This time, and it's not going to get caught on the sides. So I don't want it to sink all the way down to the bottom. So I'm going to pour some of this into the mold here, and then I'm going to let it sit for a little bit. And I'll be back to put the moon embed in. Okay, so I'm going to take the embed here and kind of place it in the middle, hopefully gently. There you go. And then pour the rest of the soap over top of it. And then we're going to let this sit, and I'm going to get the topping together so we can add some clouds on it. There we go. And just spray that with the isopropyl alcohol, and then we'll put the icing on. Alright, so clouds, I kind of have an idea of how to do them. Kind of not. I'm using a Wilton 1A, and I'm just kind of like making little puffs of icing that are supposed to represent clouds. So really no rhyme or reason to it. if I mentioned this in this video, but I am on a staycation this week, and the plan was to just make soap and clean the house and change my last name, which I do plan to do tomorrow. I got married almost a year ago and have yet to change my name because I haven't been able to decide. Deciding factor is I'm changing it. And I also get to go to the dentist tomorrow. I work at a dental office, and I took a vacation from that full-time job only to have a toothache. So guess what I get to do tomorrow? I get to go to Social Security. That's a headache. And then I get to change my name and go to the dentist and have some work done, because the world's just trying to tell me I don't get vacations. Seems how it's going here. And the embeds I'm using, these are some gold stars that I made out of Mountain Pour. And these are some leaves I made out of soap dough. And I'm just kind of alternating those on here. I think I want to put the stars on the side. The last vacation I took was my honeymoon in January, and both Bradley and I got the flu and spent the whole entire vacation in bed. Now most people think, haha, you spent your honeymoon in bed, like that's what you're supposed to do. No, we were sweating out fevers and deciding who was going to get up and find food and drinks. So this is kind of topping it, you know, having a toothache on my vacation and having to go into work and be like, hey guys, I missed you. Oh, I'm not looking forward to it. Alright, and then I think I'm going to put a leaf on each side of this as well. As much as I love these leaves, I've used them before, I think they're a little too wide. So it makes for cutting the bar a little difficult. But it's okay. You guys know what it is? It's a leaf. It's not perfect, but you get the point. You're already off center. Yeah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on, I gotta fit one more on there. Scooch everyone over. We'll fit that guy on there. Alright. Going to top it with some glitter, of course. Same glitter I used in the last video. It was like a super sparkle iridescent glitter from Wholesale Supplies Plus. And then we're gonna let this sit. And I can't wait to come back tomorrow and cut it to see what this moon in bed looks like. I'm super excited about it. I think it's gonna be better than the last one. I hope, I'm not getting my hopes up here, we'll see. I am back and ready to cut this gorgeous loaf of soap. I am truly excited about this. This is my favorite soap to make. I am so excited about what it's going to look like on the inside there. It has been 48 hours because yesterday was a day of adulting. So this should be good and ready to cut. Ready? Oh, pretty. Pretty. I did go to Social Security yesterday. It is official. My last name is now Hayes. Took me a whole year to do that. I really like that side. That side's crazy. That looks more like a planet than a moon. It's like 2-in-1 soap. Yep, last name's changed. I went to work yesterday. I got my crown. That wasn't too painful. Just couldn't stay away from the place. I really adulted hard yesterday. see the gold or the copper in that one really well. I don't know how much of a moon this looks like, guys. I might have to call it like mercury soap. Blood moon. I think I put too much red in that. Oh well. Smells really good. The fragrance oil was very pleasant to work with. I had a feeling that it was going to rice on me or do something weird, but it didn't. I don't know if I want to use that scent for the Harvest Moon soap next year. I think I want to find something a little more au naturel. Maybe do like a pumpkin or something. Not a big fan of this scent. It does smell good. Like, I know I've said that already. But it's kind of a sharp scent. It's got sharp notes in it. Too perfumey is what I'm trying to say. I like it. I like it a lot. Now I have to think of what to design the winter moon, or what should I call that one? What should I call the winter one, and what should I put on top of it? Any suggestions to scents that should go in that one? You know, gotta start planning ahead. Not only because I'm really excited, because I might have to make 2 loaves next time. Really happy with this one, guys. So, there you have it. I've been having a lot of fun making these moon-themed soaps. Next in the collection will be the Winter Moon, so stay tuned for that. If you guys want to purchase this soap, it will be available in the Etsy shop. I will leave the link down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Stay tuned for more soap making videos. Any questions or comments, leave them down below. And until next time, smell you later.